Hello there, my name is John and I am a nobody. Today we're off to the Reeperbahn in Hamburg. I used to play a lot with my first band in Hamburg. We played everywhere. We once went up all the way from Amsterdam to play a gig which had been arranged by our manager and the cleaning woman, but never mind. So I went to Hamburg. I was there with the band, as I said, and we had a drummer who was not with us for a very long time. He was a roadie, and we went to Hungary with him, where he played when it was still communist. I've done a story on this if you want to see it. It's down the line somewhere. Anyway, so I decided with the drummer that we would do something special, and that was have a tattoo. Now, this was in the days before tattoos became just another fashion accessory. I mean, everybody's got them now. But in those days, only criminals, sailors, and rock and rollers had a tattoo. So we decided to go and get one to make us special in the eyes of the band. So we went down this little street into a side street. Hamburg was a bit different then. It wasn't as hip as it is today. It was more still suffering from the hangover of its great moments with the Beatles and this, that, and the other. So I actually got to meet the man who was also a bass player, who did the cover of the Beatles' Revolver album, but I've done a story on that already. So the two of us walked down this little side street and found a tattoo shop. We walked down this long corridor, and at the back was a room with a sailor, a tattooed sailor, and he was being tattooed. It was all very gruesome. There was blood everywhere, and it was like something out of a horror story. We looked at the tattooist and the sailor and the blood, turned on our heels and walked out as fast as we could. We then found another tattoo shop. Now, this is what the story is about. So we walked in. They had a little board outside with the drawings of the tattoos, and I chose one and he chose one. I chose a swallow, which I still have on my arm. There it is. And he chose a giant black panther, which was about this long. I decided to go first because I thought I might chicken out, having just seen all that blood. So I went first, and he watched my eyes, and he could see that it was, the outline was maybe a bit uncomfortable for me. It was not excruciatingly painful, but he could see that it was not pleasant. So when all the blood had been cleaned off and the arm had been bandaged up, he sat down and decided to have what he'd chosen, but he had changed his mind having seen my reaction. So instead of this long, big black panther, he decided he'd have a butterfly, which was about this big. And it was just amazing. He's still got the tattoo, obviously. I've still got mine. and that's how it was. It was a weird place to be, the Reeperbahn, back then. I remember once I got separated from the rest of the band. They'd gone back to the hotel and I'd gone for something to eat, and I didn't know where to sleep that night. We'd already played. I didn't know where the hotel was or what it was called. We normally stuck together. So I went to a sex cinema. Why? Because I thought, well, I can sleep there. So I went down to one of the many sex cinemas. They had two entrances. One was for heterosexuals, let's say, and the other was for homosexuals or gays. And the man behind the desk said, "Which cinema would you like?" And as I was only planning on sleeping there, I said, "I don't care." And without batting an eyelid, he said, "Yeah, okay." Well, and he booked me into the straight cinema, where I spent the night asleep in the comfortable chair. All right, I hope you enjoyed that short one and a step back in time. And I hope to see you in the next one. Feel free if you want to click on something. And take care of yourself. My daughter is having her birthday very soon, so hats off to her. This was all before her time, but I hope she has a great party, and I hope you are keeping well and those you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Alrighty, bye for now, and Tschüssikowski.